give a wrap up of how everything went in College Station this weekend in the softball tournament.
The weekend obviously was 3-2. You kind of there's some good and bad from both. Lose two tough games in extra innings. International tiebreaker rule in the 8th inning that we were playing. So give up two games there that I thought we pitched well enough to win. I think at the end of the day that was the story of the weekend. I thought our pitching did an outstanding job. Alex Flores had 2 wins on the weekend, and Caroline Settle was 1-1 on the weekend. But the thing about her is her ERA was under 1. I think she had a .7 ERA in 10 innings of work. She kept opponents to hitting under 100. So I think she gave us a great chance to win. We fell short in that Rutgers game with her in the circle, but she had command both sides of the plate, pitched well. Celine Flores, the freshman, came in and she had 4 innings of work and didn't allow an earned run, as well as Amber Coons. So that was a quick. I mean, we opened up the weekend with Rutgers. Knew they were a quality team. They jumped out on us early. We were able to put some big swings in that game and get us back in. Flores wasn't her best, but she was competing hard, and she was giving us a shot to win. McQuarrie hits a big 2-run home run, and Perrin comes up with a solo jack and gets us ahead. And then we bring in Saddle, and she commanded the game and closed it up with a 6-4 win. Against A&M, we started off Coons, and I thought Amber pitched really well for 4 innings of work, and 5 innings actually. Well, 4 innings of work, and then went to Celine. Celine came in and did well. The only run we allowed was really we give up a base hit to left field. We have a miss error on the throw, and that run gets all the way to third base, and that ends up costing us, and they made us pay for it. And that's what's good about these kind of games. When you make a mistake, you pay for it, and I think it's good to learn that early you can't make these kind of mistakes. Corey comes up with a big swing in the top of the 7th to send us to extra innings. She hits a home run, a monster jack right there. Going to extras and again, make it exciting. We had to play at the plate where a left fielder comes up and Elias comes up and throws a strike at home. It's a bam play. Would have sent it to the 9th, but they get us in that game. I thought we came back and responded. We knew Liberty is a good team. They're coming off a win off of A&M. And, preseason 2014, top 25, I think they're 24. And thought we came out and played. Flores was lights out that night. I actually commanded both sides of the play, kept people off balance. She had one mistake that she really made in the 7th. She gives up a solo home run, but played well. We were able to score runs in bunches. 5-1 was that game. And then, coming off of that, thought we were playing well and ran into a Rutgers team that things just couldn't get a ball to fall. We jump out with a 1-0 lead and kind of sat on it into the 7th. And they get a base hit and get somebody over, and with 2 outs get a knock in. And we really didn't have much to answer. We have the game won. We make an error in the 7th, and we make an error in extra innings, and that ends up being the story of the game. And then bounce back. Our kids are tough. They're resilient. After that tough loss, they come back and we play Texas A&M. We started Celine. We come out and score 3 in the first. Justice comes out, does what she's been doing all weekend, setting the tempo by getting on. We get her over, and Demi Boudreaux absolutely gets into a ball. We had about 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing in. It was pretty chilly out there. North wind was coming in, and Demi gets into a ball. It looks like it's going to still leave the yard, and actually blows back in the park, falls in, and we're able to score a run. And we battle, and Ali Salazar gets into the ball pretty well, and into the wind. It's a tough play for the right fielder. She mishandles it. We scored 2 runs on the deal. So that's kind of how we started. Celine came back. She had some control issues, and we loaded up the bases, and we bring in Alex and Flores, and she had command of the game. She really kept them off all game. She ends up, they get a sacrifice fly and get a run in, but Taylor Edwards makes a good play. We throw a girl out at third for a double play, kind of killed the momentum that inning, and then Alex was really in control, played good defense behind her, and that was the difference. We had to win with defense and pitching this weekend. We didn't swing exceptionally well, but, people that stood out at the plate for us. Demi Boudreaux hit 389 with 5 extra base hits. Her slugging percentage was 722. Justice McClain hit 375. Corey McQuarrie had 2 home runs and 3 RBIs on the weekend, so they did well. Like I said, pitching was the biggest difference for us as far as the weekend goes.
Coach, I know you mentioned last week you feel like the batting will get better as the season goes on, just kind of a case of getting more at-bats. You still feel that way, and is it a case of the pitching just kind of carrying the batting until the batting gets going?
Yeah, obviously you want to play well in all phases of the game. That's the goal, but, that's why it's a team sport. When you can pitch it really well, that's going to give you the best opportunity to win games. But I do believe this team will put up some runs down the road, down the stretch. We hit some balls really hard this weekend. Well, like I said, that A&M game, Tony Perrin hits a ball that gets caught at the wall. We're talking about a 15-mile-an-hour, 20-mile-an-hour wind blowing straight in. And same thing, she hit 2 of them this weekend. With people on base, that changes that game, and we're probably not talking about lack of offense quite as much. But we're still young at the plate. We got to do a better job attacking the strike zone and not extending the zone in hitters count. So this team's resilient. They work hard. They're getting in there, and they're starting to understand. There's no panic in our. But we've been in this situation before where we've had a team that was known for offense, and we go through 11 games and probably average 2 runs a game or 1 run a game. So with All-American in there and 4-time All-Conference players, so 4-year All-Conference players. So this team's still young, trying to figure out the lineup and still shuffling a lot of people around, and we'll start to get our identity down the road.
Now you have a midweek game before going into a weekend series. I guess just preview that for us, please.
Yeah, it doesn't lighten up. We play a really good Houston team. Houston's coming in here 5-5. They have a win over Kentucky, and then when you look at their losses, they have a loss over Oklahoma State, which is a top 25 team, as well as Kentucky. So that they're playing a really tough schedule. They're led. They have 2 pitchers that have been outstanding. Presley Bell as well as Savannah Heber. But both I think Bell has 15 innings and she hasn't allowed an earned run yet. So that kind of tells you how good she really is. Then we'll finish up with we have a 3-game series this weekend against Austin Peay. Austin Peay, they have 2 pitchers that are, again, outstanding. They have a win over UAB. They play UL this weekend to a 2-1 game, which UL's a powerful team. Morgan Rakel is how I think you say her name. She was the pitcher of the year for their conference last year, so they rely on her heavily. She logs the majority of their innings. But they have 2 arms. The Kelsey Gross kid is really good as well. So Austin Peay's coming off. Last year they had a really good season. I think they were top 60 or 70 RPI wise, and they're building on that. And they play a pretty tough schedule as we go forward. So this weekend's not too easy for us. So.
Coach, how would you rate your pitching right now? You top 2.
Well, if you're trying to really find numbers, that's where it gets tricky, because I think we've gotten solid performance from 4 pitchers right now. Obviously, if you look at inning-wise, Alex Flores has got the majority of our innings for us, and I think if you take the season average, I'll look. I think she has 34 innings for us already, and she's gotten some tough games. She's been consistent for us. She's a good pitcher. We knew that coming in, but when you look at Amber Coons' ERA with 11 innings pitch is under 1, and that's been outstanding. As well as Celine has gotten, here as a freshman, her ERA is a 1.11 with 13 innings pitched. Now, Caroline Settle, I thought, has had some bad luck, but like this weekend, like I said, she was outstanding. Settle's going to do a good job, so I feel confident that all 4 of our pitchers give us opportunity to win every time they toe the rubber. Ashley Concert hadn't got innings yet. She's still rehabbing off of the preseason surgery.